March 26, 1991. It was a quiet public holiday in Daegu, South Korea. Children were laughing. The neighborhood felt peaceful. And on that day, 5 young boys left their homes. They said they were going to look for salamander eggs. They promised they would be back soon, but no one ever saw them again. That morning, everything felt completely normal. The boys gathered, calling each other by name, moving from house to house. They laughed, they talked. Nothing felt unusual. They said they wouldn't go far. They promised to be back soon. It was the kind of promise no one thinks twice about. But after that afternoon, they were gone. No screams, no witnesses. No one saw them run. No one saw them taken. 5 children disappeared at the same time, and not a single person saw it happen. Once the report was filed, a massive search began. At first, it was local, neighbors, police, volunteers, but as time passed, it grew. Over 320,000 people were mobilized. Soldiers, police, and volunteers searched every possible area: mountains, fields, drainage systems, even places no one expected. But there was no trace. Days turned into months, and months turned into years. Still nothing. The families remained trapped in uncertainty. Not knowing was worse than anything else. At one point, a grieving father was accused by a profiler of killing his own son. His home was torn apart. The yard was dug up. Every inch was searched, but nothing was found. That father passed away from cancer before the truth was ever revealed. He never had the chance to clear his name or say goodbye to his son. September 26, 2002. 11 years had passed since that day. The case had gone quiet. For many, it had become a memory. But then, something was found. A hiker noticed something unusual in the woods of Waryeong Mountain. At first, it didn't seem clear, but soon it became undeniable. Human remains. Police arrived and confirmed it. The remains of the 5 boys. They were found within a small area, some of them overlapping each other, as if they had been left there together. The location was not remote. It wasn't hidden deep inside the mountain. And then the most shocking detail. It was only about 2 kilometers from their homes, a distance they could have walked. For 11 years, they had been there, unseen, unnoticed, so close to the place they never returned to. At first, police suggested it could have been an accident, hypothermia, a simple explanation, but the evidence did not fully support that conclusion. Near the remains, objects believed to be bullet fragments were found. Some clothing did not appear to have come undone naturally, and there were signs that something else had happened. Then came the forensic analysis. The findings suggested death caused by external force, not exposure, not natural causes. In one of the skulls, multiple unusual marks were discovered, deep, irregular. These were not consistent with a simple fall. No clear weapon was ever identified, but the pattern suggested there was no suspect, no clear motive, no confirmed weapon. Even after the remains were found, the case did not move forward. The investigation continued, but no breakthrough came. Time kept passing, and then March 25th, 2006. The statute of limitations expired. The law could no longer act. Even if the person responsible were identified today, the 5 boys never returned home. The person responsible has never been identified. Time has passed, but memory remains. The moment we forget, this case disappears completely. So the question remains, what really happened on that day in Waryong Mountain? And maybe the answer is still there, somewhere in that mountain. This story ends here, but in the darkness, stories remain. Will you stay for the next one? Dark Case Hub.